Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful... Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lucas's retribution on Dimitri Kate's criminal faces Prisoner's Anger Days of Our Lives. Uncover that Lucas Horton will run into somebody he severely dislikes while in the slammer. Now that Dimitri von Luschner has handed himself over, he'll confront an extensive spell at Statesville. Obviously, that is where Lucas Horton is right now, spending time in jail. So soon he spots Dimitri in prison. Lucas loathes Dimitri for grabbing Kate Roberts Brady, so he'll seek a little retribution when he dispatches an outburst. Day spoilers say Lucas will put Dimitri on maxing out during the 7-day stretch of December 11-15, so he'll vent and tirade considering he grabbed Sammy Brady and constrained her to persevere through her very own bad dream. Dimitri could toss that right in front of Lucas and express disturbance over the new nuisance he's experienced. Since Dimitri clearly will not be terrified of Lucas, he might irritate Lucas much more and attempt to engage himself now that he's stuck there. Day spoilers say Lucas might throw a danger or two. However, Dimitri won't view him in a serious way and may invest a large portion of his energy longing for Leo obvious concerning Lucas. He can't get his payback excessively far, or probably he could risk expanding his jail sentence. Fortunately, Lucas ought to have the option to control himself and keep away from another lawful debacle. Truth be told, day spoilers say Lucas will before long be working with the police since Harris Michaels will require his assistance. That will ultimately take him past those jail walls. For the present, Lucas should manage this warm Dimitri conflict, so he'll release his fierceness and let Kate's criminal know precisely exact thing he considers him. Dual fans can anticipate some charming material for Lucas before long, so stay with us for refreshers on all the dazzling news ahead. Days of Our Lives say Brian Dadalow will be able to sparkle for certain fabulous scenes. Chanel's shock, Tate's advancement, Jude's presentation, Leo's responsibility, Nicole's aggravation Days of Our Lives show that Johnny DeMira has something special for Chanel Dupree. Tate dark desires to gain ground with Holly Jonas. Child Jude Brady is acquainted with the family. Leo Unmistakable is racked with culpability over Nicole Walker's child. Could EJ DeMira at any point persuade Chanel Dupree Days of Our Lives? Spoilers uncover that it is the commemoration of Johnny and Chanel's fleeting marriage. Notwithstanding, Johnny doesn't maintain that it should be a terrible memory after what occurred after his ownership. Johnny needs to make this day daily of happiness for Chanel and has a situation concocted to do that, as long as he doesn't get intruded. Obviously, Tate and Holly are professing to date to lose Chanel's doubts. Holly will appear at the pastry shop to get a few desserts for her mother and afterward wind up getting a few treats for Tate too. Does Johnny additionally have a plan to propose to Chanel once more and trust she will consent to remarry him now that they are back together? Search for more Tate damage coming up. Dual child Jude Brady's presentation Days of Our Lives. Spoilers uncover that Sloane Peterson and Eric Brady will acquaint their infant. In any case, he has no clue about that Sloane organised this entire circumstance by capturing Nicole's child. Indeed, Eric is the dad through the fake reception, however he has no clue about that he is this youngster's natural dad too. In the interim, Leo, who has been told about the child switch, will appear at talk with Dimitri von Luschner to get more subtleties of the switch. Dual Chanel's shock, Tate's advancement, Jude's presentation, Leo's responsibility, Nicole's aggravation. Dimitri accepts that Leo can utilise this data to coerce Sloane into getting him delivered. In any case, Leo comes by the house to see Nicole and drops a lot of clues about Nicole's child being alive. Will he recount the entire story? Days of Our Lives spoilers. EJ DeMira pushes excessively hard. Age has some inclinations about the child, however the DNA test demonstrated that Eric's taken on kid isn't theirs. In any case, Nicole isn't prepared to acknowledge that yet, about particularly moving after Leo's stunning this thought of a taken child and how Nicole remember it as hers. All things considered, since the child isn't EJ's, they can accept it isn't Nicole's, right? Maybe EJ needs to pull his DNA tries out of the safe and view those so he learns reality. Will those DNA results end up with Nicole leaving EJ for Eric, all things considered? Where does that leave Sloane? Ava and Harris's date. Rafe and Jada at the centre of attention, Everett's revelation, Wendy's need Days of Our Lives, demonstrate that Ava Vitale and Harris Michaels go on their most memorable date. The spotlight is on Rafe Hernandez and Jada tracker Everett Lynch and Stephanie Johnson's stunning revelation. Wendy Shin needs a source of genuine sympathy. Days of Our Lives, Ava, Vitelli and Harris, Michael's most memorable day-to-days of our lives. Spoilers uncover that Ava and Harris have been moving around going out together for quite a while. Obviously, assuming their most memorable kiss was any sign, figured out how to keep them separated. Now that Ava is free, basically for the time being, and Harris has a break since he just captured Dimitri von Luschner, they can date. Ava is playing the two finishers against the centre dating a cop while she is running a medication ring for Clyde Weston. Might Ava at any point save every last bit of her concerns and partake in her date with Harris? Will Ava wind up enticed to trust in Hattie's as she attempts to find an exit plan from Powerless to resist Clyde without wrecking Trip Johnson? Dual spoilies. The spotlight is on Rafe Hernandez, and Jada tracker Jada and Rafe have ended up at the centre of attention since Dimitri has handed himself over. Dimitri is making an honest effort to save Leo, obvious, from going to jail. Obviously, Dimitri knows precisely where Nicole Walker's child is, and he intends to utilise that this week.
To get himself out of prison.
And fizzled. How could it be that Dimitri only waltzes in off the road and turns himself ready? Assuming Dimitri was at nearby, he ought to have been that effortlessly found. Certain individuals, particularly AJ DeMera and Paulina Koss, might request a few hard responses. Days of Our Lives, Stephanie Johnson and Everett Lynch's disclosure. Stephanie and Everett will make a stunning disclosure. Everett just lost his position at The Observer, and it was accused on Gwen Rick-Sec. In any case, Everett has gotten his hands on Gwen's number and called to inquire as to why he was terminated. Will Everett and Stephanie discover that Gwen offered her half of the paper to Chad DeMera? In the meantime, Wendy will cry on Trip Johnson's shoulder as she attempts to find some peace with her sibling.
That the homicide
occurred in the condo that she and Trip lie in. Will Wendy and Trip need to track down somewhere else to remain for her to move beyond her sibling's demise?